Yo, what's good? What's going on? Salute to everybody tuning into the channel. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying y'all day. Hope you had a great weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's Battle Rap Day. You know, we got the Trenches event. You know, I was out of town yesterday spending time with the family and everything. And I got a call about an incident that took place at the face-off. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what? You know, something that transpired between Jmorr and AceIsWorking. No secret. There's a lot of history with this particular battle. You know what I mean? Jmorr apologizing on camera. Ace running up on him. You know, Jmorr doing a lot of trolling after the incident that took place. And when the battle got locked in, you can see at a certain point, it's like the promo, it went past promo. So in my mind, I'm just like, all right, I hope they have, you know, certain things in order when these guys cross paths, because it seemed like it's a serious situation. Now, the call that I got was very disturbing. You know what I'm saying? I was out of town, so I couldn't do my proper due diligence. I didn't want to just go live or just do a blog and just put that out there without, you know, taking the time to thoroughly investigate the situation at hand. I could have just recklessly just put it out there, you know, but like I said, I was out of town, family stuff. So, you know, as of today, everything has transpired on the timeline. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk about this freely. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about this freely. You know, I'm going to put the clip in there of Jmorr actually kind of like stamping what I heard.
Dumbass to Eazy's bitch. The man brought his 1-year-old, 2-year-old daughter to a battle. When I swung on him, he runs off, comes back. I can't say what I want to say because I'm not about to incriminate myself and snitch on me and him for y'all rap ass fans. Then I have my entire league. Listen, I have my entire league telling me not to come to an event today because he came and did that, and everybody ran out the building screaming except me, and then niggas wrestled him for what had happened. I'm trying to speak in code the best way I can.
No, I mean, we understand what you're saying. Yeah.
You
Right.
put everybody in there in danger, and you fan ass niggas asking a nigga to rap. It's past rap. It's past rap. It's past business. It's past safety. If I show up today, I had to shoot him.
Now we on the internet, so let's stop. Let's stop right there.
Hey, Jmorr, your bitch ass swung on my brother with his niece in his hand, right? That's what you did, you bitch ass nigga.
He didn't have his niece in his hand. He pussy.
I said
He
my
wanna
niece,
fight,
you dick.
nigga.
I said
He
my niece, you
pussy.
bitch
And
ass
he
nigga.
wanna fight,
I
nigga.
said my niece, you bitch ass nigga. You said he had his niece with him, right?
But it wasn't in his hand, nigga.
He had his niece
Why
with him.
does he
And
got
you
an
was tough
AR-15
Tony when his
with
niece,
his niece,
when
with a
his
little
daughter was
girl?
there,
Hey
right?
guys, hey guys.
All right.
Some of the stuff I didn't hear. You know what I'm saying? I when I was first told about the situation at hand, I didn't know AceIsWorking had his daughter there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he had his young daughter there at the face-off. And you know, I did hear, you know, about, you know, somebody pulling out a firearm, and you know, things got a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not gonna get on there and say names or nothing of that nature, but when you hear the audio, you can kind of put that together for yourself because it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. It's everywhere. So please, miss me, you niggas with the police shit. You niggas feds and y'all niggas snitching. Da da da. You niggas tell on yourselves. We're media. We're bloggers. So once it gets leaked, once somebody puts it out there, and then somebody that's a part of whatever the story is confirms it, I'm talking about it. I don't give a fuck what you niggas say. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you niggas say. I'm talking about it. I'm giving my opinion on the situation at hand. Now, it's allegedly because there's no video. It's just he say, she say. Okay. And Ace has not admitted himself, which I highly would not recommend or expect him to admit that he did something like that. Jmorr pretty much says that he swung on Ace Amin. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about he swung on Ace Amin. Ace Amin leaves, comes back, with the blicky. Everybody screams, runs out of the face off. This is what he's depicting. You know what I'm saying? Something similar to what I heard. Now, Ace also comes in and clarifies, but doesn't say he pulled anything. He just clarifies that I never incite things, okay? I never incite situations at hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm there at the face-off with my daughter. Problems start, I solve the problems, basically. I'm kind of paraphrasing on what he said. So basically, he didn't start the situation. Something happened where he felt threatened and he defended himself. Now, for me personally, I don't have a gripe with Jmorr or Ace Amin because they have a situation amongst the two of them. My issue is with Eazy the Block Captain. Okay. You being the league owner of the platform, you being the person that's responsible for the event, responsible for the matchup, responsible for how things pan out. You need to be a lot more professional, and you need to be a lot more conscious of what you say on camera and what you tweet. Why do I go on Twitter and I see a full thread of you going back and forth with one of your artists on the trenches? And if you read the tweets, you can kind of put two and two together and you can see like, yo, something transpired. Something happened in that building to the magnitude where you see Jmorr like, bro, you talking about rap is past rap. Dude jeopardizes you, your female, your family, everybody in the building. Then on top of that, Eazy does an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame where he says the battle was canceled. The battle was canceled. It's not going down. Then he retracts that statement he made and tweets and says, I spoke to Ace. Ace is down to battle. Jmorr, what's up? Like, bro, you don't like what would possess you to go on Twitter and publicly at this man in front of everybody, knowing the speculation of what happened, knowing that it's going to travel and get out, to the media. Why would you put him out there like that? And knowing how hostile the situation is, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And then you telling him like, don't do this internet. We all know what really happened. And Jmorr telling you like it's past rap. And I'm not giving you your money. If you want your money, I'll be there. You gotta come take it out my hand. Like talking crazy. It just looks nasty, bro. And I said this on Twitter. I said, Eazy, you look real selfish. You look like somebody that's just doesn't care. You don't care about people's well-being, not even your artists at hand, somebody that's on your roster that represents your brand. You're willing to compromise the brand, you know what I'm saying, the safety, because whether a fight or something happened so serious to the magnitude your artist is online pissed, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you're downplaying the situation, basically trying to put them two back together in the same venue to rap. When the slightest bump, the slightest something said, it goes left. And then your whole event is messed up. Why would you want to jeopardize that off a Jmorr and Ace Amin battle? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not even a co-main event. It's not worth it, in my personal opinion. But the fact of how you carrying it out and the way you talking to your artist, it just shows poor leadership. It shows selfishness. It shows that you're a narcissist. These are all the things that I said. Yo, I was having a conversation with somebody. I was like, yo, Eazy reminds me of Math Hoffa, yo, when it comes to being a leader. Like, I can really see similar characteristics in their personality and how they lack the integrity of when it comes to taking accountability for situations whenever they do wrong in a situation. I'll say they share those similarities. I can honestly see the trenches just caving and falling apart, similar to how my expert opinion did. I can see it happening. Bro, I seen artists on the trenches retweeting, liking certain comments against what you did with Jmorr. And it's just facts. You know what I'm saying? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and you were wrong. Same way how you jumped into spaces against Tex. You know what I mean? Publicly going at Tex and going at Jmorr when they were in Tati in them spaces, and you know what I mean? You talking about using the listeners, and you was talking crazy to Tex, and Tex had to kind of like, nigga, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. So as of right now, it's like we don't have Jmorr or AceIsWorking. We don't have Riggs or Jmorr. Something happened with Jmorr. I don't know. He's just, I don't know. Eazy got, I guess, a message saying that he ain't gonna be able to show up to the battle. I did see that Prep was talking about replacing Jmorr. I don't know, for 3 rounds or 1 rounder, whatever the case may be. I definitely would just wanted to see my nigga Riggs, you know, rap and get his shit off. But, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. You still got some other dope matchups on the card. You got Coffee and Bonnie. You got Rosenberg Raw and Trufo. You know what I'm saying? So you still got some battles on the card. You know what I mean? King versus Danny Myers and things of that nature. But y'all, on some real shit, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Unless Eazy handles this situation behind the scenes correctly, I wouldn't be surprised if certain trenches dudes don't even rap on stage. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. Or if they do rap, they just never fuck with the platform again. Because you got to think, bro, like, these people are grown men. You know what I'm saying? They're grown men. You don't talk to people like that, bro. You don't. You just don't do that. And if you do have an issue with somebody, the worst thing you can do is address them on social media. Now, with Jmorr going into the spaces and being descriptive of the situation at hand, that was definitely dry snitching. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely dry snitching. Now, I can see somebody else, but you being close to the situation is being painted out as you're a victim. You know what I'm saying? It's like you went into the situation, professional, did what you needed to do, and Ace crashed out. When what I'm hearing is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing you did something that provoked Ace in the face-off, you know what I'm saying, to react a certain way. Now, whether you stole off on him, that's here no say. You know what I mean? I can't confirm that. I know that's what you said, but I just think if you see a child is there, you know what I'm saying, why would you incite or let alone swing on somebody when the child is there? I feel like that's past, like, that's that's grounds of you getting hands and feet put on you by any means, gloves off. So like I said, I don't blame AceIsWorking for doing what he did, even if he did do it. You know what I mean? If you feel like somebody disrespects you, especially with your child present, all gloves off. Gloves off. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about nobody in this building. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, especially if my child is in my arms or my child is holding my hand and you tee off on me, like, nah, hell no. Nah. So whether that took place or not, like I said, I don't blame neither the battle rappers. My thing is Eazy. The poor leadership, the selfishness, not securing, you know, the safety and the mental capacity of your battler. AceIsWorking is not from the trenches. So your bias and your investment is Jmorr, excuse me. That's who you should be making sure is good. But I just thought the way it was handled was nasty. It's still in the air. We don't know what's going to happen. I know the event is supposed to be going down in a little bit, but it's wild, bro. We're going to see how things are going to transpire and pan out. But let me know what you think of this whole entire situation at hand. How do you feel about how Eazy handled the situation? How do you feel about Jmorr, reaction, and what part he played in Ace as well? And also, let me say this too. Let me ask y'all this. Do you feel it was too early, and was it wrong to book this particular matchup knowing the history and just how personal the battle is and how hot-headed some of the individuals are? Do you feel like it was smart to book this battle? Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Acito. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Shout out my nigga Ace, man. One of the lifelines of this culture, man. As a battle rapper, we look forward to these reviews, gangster.
What up, though? It's Calico, Landslide, fucking with Dedication TV. Subscribe to the network.
Rusa, don't forget the extra 8, man. Shout out to the Brody, man. Shout out to Dedication TV.
Shout out my nigga Ace, man. Me being from New Orleans, I'm a super Lil Wayne fan. So I could appreciate anything dealing with the dedication.